Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Bink or Bust 100K Bankroll Challenge. We are currently sitting at 5,800, so a slight uptick from yesterday. It started out really hot, then we just put in a bunch of hands where we broke even yesterday for the most part, as you can see here. So rate kind of ate away at our original winnings. Overall, pretty happy. We do get called here. I think picking up some equity will just double barrel against this guy. He folds. So yeah, overall, pretty happy. We did have a bit of a downswing there. Like 60% of it though came from the running bad kind of at our NL 200 shot. What's going on here? Trying to get the stream pulled up. Just a second. There we go. Okay. So yeah, most of it coming from that. Jack 4, 9, with the jack here. Defend the ace 6 suited. And we're going to bet the king 9 suited. He checks back. We'll lead out on turn. King comes on the turn. So pretty much have two options there. We can barrel and shove, or we can check. Now he checks back, so I think there's some portion of the time where he's like Jack, Queen, Ace, Jack. But I think we just go small here. Queen 10 might check back, and we're just going to try to get paid off by like 10s. Something along those lines, like 8, 9, 9, 10 even. And so on. Looks like some of the tables are dying a bit here. Jack 10 definitely open. So anyways, yeah, a big chunk of our, little bit of a down, not really a downswing, but just like a down tick, came from losing 2 buy-ins at NL 200 on an extremely fishy table. Just how it goes sometimes. So we are grinding back from that, but overall, very far ahead of schedule. We actually did a coaching session for the first time in a little while last night. I think actually we just got like 19.5 here. So that was really productive. Not going to share too much on the live stream. There's definitely some stuff to work on, so I'm happy about that, considering we are currently beating the games after break. So we obviously just call here, and we call the king 9, and we just run into aces, which is not unexpected with this guy. He's a pretty big nit, but it is what it is, obviously. And king ball. It is a bit annoying when you run into the kings versus aces against these giant nitbags. What do you do? Okay, pocket 5s. I think it's just a fold here. 3-handed, 4-handed, 4-handed. Yeah, tables are sort of dying out a little bit. This is not planned to be an overly long stream. We're starting late. I just wanted to hop on, get our usual date out there. And then kind of keep trekking from there. Jack 9 will defend. Be nice to get that back immediately. Fold 6-3, King 7 fold. Queen 4 suited, we can defend. We can also 3-bet. And I think here, even though we're out of position, I think it's probably a call or a check raise. One or the other. Now he checks to us, so we're just going to bet here and double barrel turn for sure. And we're going to check call, Jack falling. 5-4 suited, we'll 3-bet some portion of the time. Hold 7 deuce. Yeah, we're definitely double barreling here. We're definitely calling on the jack. And we'll just edit position against the fish. We'll just bet here with the overcard and backdoors. And of course we bet here. Check here, we'll check the jack. And then here we're just going to give up in the bottom left. And we're going to value bet the 8. Wow, that's a pretty big station, to be honest. Yeah, this guy loves the hero call versus double barrel. 9-7 offsuit, right? Raise the 9-10 suited. Raise the ace-3 suited. What happened here? Yeah, we just got folded. That's pretty standard. Definitely folded with the jack. Lose fold. We'll bump up the jack queen offsuit. Looks like I hit caps lock, but there's nothing I can do about it. Caps lock triggers my stream, so we'll just be leaving that on. Here we're of course betting, and we are going to defend the ace. Chimp 3-bets this. We're folding. We're going to leave this table actually, and it looks like this heads up table just died. Okay. We're going to 3-bet the king queen off. He checks, so we're going to value bet the ace on the river. 7-5 suited against Nowak. Probably missed the fact that this guy opened it, so we're just going to call it 7-5. So it's probably like, this is probably just a button steal, I think. I don't think he goes 2.5 if he realized that this king was in the pot. I think if he goes big here, like 6-7 bigs, we'll just fold. If he goes half pot, it's probably close because we're stuck in the middle. He goes a little over half. I think being kind of stuck here at a position to 2 players, it's close. So I think we just actually with backdoor spades, we might have to call there. But I think it's probably fine. Just because we're at a position with 2 players. Here I don't really know what happened, but given the run out, we'll just check down for the chop, most likely. Go fold there. But yeah, so the bankroll sitting at whatever I just said, 5,800. Again, at day 32, we needed to be at 4K. I'm playing at a 100. Keep pushing for that 100K in 6 months challenge. So we can definitely be happy with where we're sitting right now. And again, we'd be way up, but we've got to take shots now. Once we hit that 30 bigs for NL 200, we are taking shots at it. We're just going to keep pushing that way. So hopefully we're back to 6K soon enough. And then we can just kind of keep pushing there, and you know, you can get that nice little spike too. So it looks like we were up and just kind of breaking even now. We're down 40 EVs even, but we're down 40. That's fine. King jack off, big 3-bet, we just fold. Fold the 9-7. The ace-4 from the cutoff, four-handed, maybe that starts to become an open, but and we'll make sure that stream's paused, so you guys don't have to listen to it. The king 10 off, 3-better fold here. Bit suspicious of GFMLU. calling button. He is pretty aggressive. Okay, ace king, we'll be squeezing and or 3-betting ourselves. Okay. Queen 6-3. It's a relatively dry board. Let's see right here. Check here. Burrell. This is a 3-bet. Ace king. The 6 rolls off. We're actually going to. I'm gonna value at the 10 of clubs. Here against this guy. Check to him. And then if he checks back, I'm probably just going to shove river. We block him from having aces and kings. Ace queen would value bet. So I think this is just a shove. Snapped off. Oh, he does have kings. Okay. Did not 4-bet. King king. Reverse small blind 3 play. Slow played. Flop, raise the ace 10, fold 3, given the station, so it is what it is. I think the shove is fine on the river. The ace 10 is suited here on this board. We're going to go big. But I do like the bluff shove because most of it we are gonna just check back the spades now, unfortunately. Oh, cool, ace 3 off too. Good lord, it's so tilting. But yeah, when we have ace king here, we block him from having kings and aces, which are his most likely cards that fish will not 4-bet you with, and also will 4-bet you with. You know what I mean? So he either has like a bunch of, like, those are his best strong hands that he's not going to 4-bet with. Everything else is pretty much folding there, right? So if he doesn't have aces and kings that we block, he's probably just going to be done with the hand. And we'll try again here. Hopefully we got lucky on the river. He'll probably fold this time. Alright, well we got the run bad into the ace 3 back at least there. That was a bit tilty play that we got bailed out on. 4s was the limp and the raise, we just let it go. Yeah, we got some of it back anyways. We got 43 of that and 50 of the other 200 back. Okay, the deuces, we're going to bump those up. Yeah, but this will be a very short stream today. Probably got another 20 minutes left. Fold the 8-3. I think Palm will be cautious if I just cold call here on the button. And I think Ace King will come along like 100% of the time. So I think it's okay. We'll fold the Jack 3. Fold 5-3. We'll just fold 4-3. So this time we definitely do 3-bet that at some frequency. With the 8-4. Jack 7, we'll let that go. Fold the 9-4. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Standard. You're on kings and aces. And then bluff off with ace king. I still like that bluff though. I think when he checks back turn, he most likely is looking for a showdown. And doesn't have a 6, and doesn't have ace queen. And kings and aces are just unlikely. It is a bit, the 10 could suck, like we could be shoving into pocket 10s here, but his being a 60% VPIP, the odds of him having aces, kings with us having blockers, you know, and then if he had pocket 10s, whatever. So yeah, anyways, point being, your bluffs on the river are going to get called, and if they don't ever get called, then you're obviously not bluffing enough. So that should make sense. And I do like that shove in the river. Ruby Jones, 4 bets. Until he proves to me that he is just not a giant nit who only 4 bets the nuts, we're just going to keep treating him that way. But that seems to generally be the case. Maybe every once in a while he focuses in and does throw some 4 bets out there, here and there, but it's not enough to justify kind of doing anything to do that folding chance to him. 8-9 suited, he went a little bit smaller out of the big blind, or out of the small blind. So we are going to call here because of that. Obviously, this is an easy fold. King Jack, I think, is a fold here. 3-bet versus cutoff. Okay, so our range here, the calls, we have King Jacks, King 10s, King Queens, Ace Kings sometimes, Pocket Queens sometimes, with our actual hand. There's a ton for us at all. Can't really consider doing anything there folding, so we fold 9-4, fold Queen 6. Queen 8 suited can be a call, can be a 3-bet. Fold Jack 9, we will raise the Ace King. If I had anything, I would check raise this, but I have nothing. Okay, we raise the Ace King. Fold 6-3. Okay, calls. This board's probably dry enough. I think we'll just go 33%, and then we'll double barrel. He check raises massive. What is that? It's like 7 big check raise. I mean, I guess I fold. A bit of a hard spot to fold there. The Ace King, but I think against such a huge check raise, it's probably fine. It might be a call there though. It's not huge, but like you'd expect like 5x or something, which is or like 9. Fold 4 deuce. This guy goes full pot. I think the full pot we can just fold. Raise the 10s. Fold the 8-5. Shows him the bluff. We're just gonna check the 10s. Interesting. So if we check call here, it kind of looks like we have maybe jacks or queens or something. I think we're gonna have to shut the video off here. You can just hear the, I can hear my little guy stomping around up there. He usually makes his way down, and then he can't be on camera, so. Becomes, we're definitely obviously falling here. I just hope he keeps blasting. Probably checks back though, unless he has a flush or straight, or is willing to bluff. We're obviously just shoving, no matter what, if he bets. He probably has a 9, or maybe it's 8-9. Maybe he'll value bet 8-9. He's too nitty to bet a 9 there. Yeah, so much value missed.